G'day viewers. Regular viewers will know that I have over the years regularly done a weekly wrap-up video on Fridays or close to Friday that I call Totally Fucked Up Friday. Pick up some fucked up news stories, say, oh, this is why the world's really fucked up. And I'm late. Again, I was late last week, and it's the same bloody reason, basically. Namely, that I fucked up my shoulder and I'm going to physio, it's not fixed. But I'm having trouble sleeping because of the pain it causes, so I don't sleep, so I'm really disoriented and low energy, so I don't make the video. But I decided, fuck it, it's like Sunday night where I'm going to make the video far too late for it to be Totally Fucked Up Friday. So why not go a little bit different, talk about more positive things, things that are good, or at least funny, because there's been a few of that this week. And look, I'm going to go out on a limb. Way out on a limb, say something positive about Trump, because Trump announced he's going to attend a summit with Kim Jong-un, possibly not in South Korea, but in South Korea, North Korea, somewhere over there in one of the Koreas, and he's saying Kim Jong-un has said that this is about denuclearization, taking his weapons programs down. And that's got to be a good thing, right? I mean, unless Kim Jong-un's lying, and do we have any evidence of Kim Jong-un being erratic and a liar and untrustworthy? I don't know. That's for the experts to say. Or is it? Do we really want to listen to experts? Because this is, you listen to Donald Trump, this is obviously a good news story. He would be the first US president, first sitting US president, to have sit down with the North Korean leader, any North Korean leader, to talk about disarmament, denuclearization. An obvious win for Trump, unless he's being played for a chump. And look, there are some experts who've studied Kim Jong-un and North Korea, and they're saying that, well, they're saying two things. They're saying, one, Trump is, I'm going to paraphrase here, but they're basically saying Trump is a munted fucking moron who's completely incapable of having any sort of meaningful negotiation with someone who, let's face it, is a despot. And people are suggesting this is likely to be used within North Korea as a propaganda coup. As in, look, I have made the American dog come to me. I'm the one in control. I mean, look, okay, you're only saying, you experts with your study and knowledge, you're only saying Trump is incompetent and a fool and doesn't have the faculties to handle this sort of summit. You're only saying that because of evidence, okay? And if you're going to judge Trump on evidence and reality, he's never going to look good. And surely that's not fair. If Trump's never going to look good, you must be being unfair. Because what are the odds Trump is just an incompetent fuckwit who's failed in almost every business venture he ever had? If he hadn't inherited money and done deals with criminals and Russian oligarchs, he'd be broke 100 times over. I mean, if you're going to judge him by reality, I think you're being exposed as being biased there. You're biased in favour of reality as opposed to what Trump thinks is real, okay? If you're not going to take into account what Trump thinks is real, just because that's completely contradicted by reality, I mean, doesn't that just expose how biased you are? I mean, fuck it. I mean, I'm taking the piss, obviously, but I'd love to be wrong. I would love for Trump to go to North Korea and actually make Kim Jong-un be less fucking crazy. I mean, maybe it's, look, draw a long bow, maybe it's a Nixon goes to China thing, that someone on the, American version of Progressive Party can't go to a communist dictator because it's seen as selling out. But if a conservative does it, then it's seen as being a problem. I don't know, maybe. This is one of the things where I'd love to be wrong. Just because all observable reality suggests this will be a shit show and Trump's being played for the Trump years, maybe not. Maybe it'll be a win for Trump and, by extension, the world. I'd love to be proved wrong, but we'll wait and see what it is, okay? I'm going to move on to a much smaller topic, but I read this story and I thought it was funny. Apparently, people who use Alexa, the personal assistant, are discovering things a bit weird and unsettling. Now, I don't use anything like Alexa or Google Home. Jesus, I don't even use Siri on my phone. It's bad enough my phone is an obvious surveillance device that can be used to track me wherever I go. But to actually have something in your house that's always monitoring, because you go, hey Siri, hey Alexa, hey Google, and which means it's recording you and monitoring you the entire time in order to get that trigger message. And call me crazy, I just have a thing against having an internet-connected surveillance device with me all the time. And I know, people will say, look, your phone can basically do it. Yeah, I know it can, but you're actually full-on doing it with something like Alexa. And people are starting to report weird shit with Alexa in that it stops obeying them. It starts saying weird, random shit. And perhaps most disconcerting at all, more people are starting to report Alexa will occasionally do a fucking creepy laugh for no reason whatsoever. And the people behind Alexa are going, yeah, we're actually aware there's some stuff happening. Please don't be paranoid. We probably haven't put an artificial intelligence in your house that's judging you and is working out how to murder you in your sleep. But yeah, I just trying to think. I already had reasons not to have an Alexa in my house. But weird, random, creepy serial killer laughter, yeah, I'm definitely not getting one now. Okay, I'm just not. Life's weird enough without being surveilled by an artificial intelligence that's clearly plotting to murder you. So, no Alexa for me. But the big thing for me, and this could be in a standard TFU Friday, but it makes me very happy, and admittedly a lot of the stuff I talk about in TFU Friday does actually make me happy, because I'm not really a very nice person. But fucking Martin Shkreli, the farmer bro, who's been introduced to Karma bro, finally has been sentenced to 7 years. He probably won't spend 7 years in jail. Who knows? Hopefully he will. It was really funny. First, when I was reading the stories about his sentencing, and prosecution is saying put him away for 15 years, and his defence is saying, no, it should be less. It should be 12 to 18 months. And I was thinking, that's shit defence, that they're just talking about jail. But I realised he'd been convicted previously, and this was just about sentencing. But yeah, and poor Martin Shkreli cried as he's saying, I'm not that bad. And he's getting 7 years. And it was very interesting to see the wording from the judge, because if you're a vaguely decent human being, the shit Shkreli did with inflating the cost of vital medication thousands of times is far worse than what he's been convicted of, which is securities fraud. And it just says everything you need to know about the world today, that stealing money from rich people is a far worse crime than changing the price of medication, which is effectively killing poor people. That's it. That's humans in a fucking nutshell. Hey, fucking over poor people, that's just capitalism. Lying to rich people, that's a crime. Go to jail. Yeah, he went to jail for anything. The judge went to great lengths to say, okay, this guy might be the most objectionable, worthless fucking shit stain on the planet. That isn't why he's going to jail. He's going to jail for securities fraud. And it seems to me quite clear why the judge is saying that, because they don't want there to be any opening for appeal. Like, the sentence was too harsh because they were just sentencing Shkreli based on the public perception of him being worthless fucking scum. So the judge went to great lengths to say, this is not because everyone hates him. This is not because he did this evil shit, which is literally killing people. No, it's because he stole from rich people. We're sending him to jail because he stole from rich people. Nudge wink, he's a cunt, we hate him. So it's, and I've even seen people saying, oh, you shouldn't celebrate his misfortune. It's really bad if you celebrate someone else's misfortune. Fuck you. If you say that, fuck you. He's worthless fucking scum, and any bad thing that happens to him ever is music to my ears. The idea that we shouldn't dance on the grave of tyrants is fucking ridiculous. The idea that we shouldn't enjoy the punishment of evil fucking scum is ridiculous. Stop trying to go, I'm so even-handed. I don't pass judgment. I don't enjoy the suffering of others. Even when they're, I do. If you're a piece of shit and something bad happens to you, I'm gonna laugh. Because you're garbage and you fucking deserve it. And Martin Shkreli is a piece of shit, and the longer he's in jail, the better for everyone, and I won't stop laughing one single day of his sentence.